Our project title is Data Poison Detection Scheme for Distributed Machine Learning, guided by Swarnalata ma'am. I am Sai Nikita and my teammates are Gauri Priya, Suchita, Lakshmi Dhananya. When we talk about the machine learning, it always been a game changer in the supply chain. Machine learning makes the computer able to see, hear, and learn. Nowadays, most of the industries heavily rely on machine learning, like transportation, healthcare, finance, manufacturing industries will be heavily relied on this machine learning. And when it comes to cyber security, we know how important is cyber security for this modern day society. And machine learning in cybersecurity has become a vital technology for cybersecurity. Machine learning primitively stamps out the cyber threats and boosts the security infrastructure. And distributed machine learning, we use the distributed concept in this machine learning that can realize a massive dataset training when no single node can work out the accurate results with an acceptable time. Poisoning attack is a typical way to tamper the training dataset in the machine learning. A poisoning attack happens when the adversary is able to inject a bad data into your model training pool and hence to get the something that it should not. Such as, for example, if we take a labeling spam emails as safe, such attacks aims to inject so much bad data into your system that whatever boundary your model learns basically becomes useless. And distributed machine learning, here we classify it into semi distributed machine learning and basic distributed machine learning. And in basic DML scenario, this simulation results shows that the proposed scheme can improve the accuracy of the final model by up to 20% when we use the support vector machine algorithm. And in a semi DML scenario, which is an improvised data poison detection with optimal resource allocation, we can decrease the wasted resource for 20 to 100%. Here are the contents which gives the brief explanation of our project. Introduction, existing system, proposed system, system architecture, modules, algorithms, and conclusion. As I said, we classify the distributed machine learning into basic DML and semi DML, depending on whether the center shares the resources in the dataset learning task. Here, it in a typical DML system, the central server has a tremendous amounts of data as its disposal. It divides the dataset into different parts and disseminates them into distributed workers who perform the training task and return their results to the center. Here, we firstly put forward a novel data poison detection scheme for distributed machine learning, which where the center will dispatch the learning task to distributed machine and then aggregates the results. And then for semi DML, the center further devotes resources into dataset learning, which is an additional duty in the compared with the basic DML. And in the existing system, when we use with the non-distributed environment, where no single node can get the intelligent decision from massive dataset with an acceptable time. And already said we divide the dataset into different parts and disseminates them into the distributed workers who perform the training task and return their result to the center. With this, unfortunately, with the number of increasing distributed workers, uh, it is hard to guarantee the security of each workers. And the disadvantages of this existing system is with non-distributed environment where no single node can work out the accurate results with an acceptable time when we use a single node. And this lack of security will increase the danger that the attackers poison the dataset and manipulate the training results. And in the proposed system, um, here In the basic DML scenario, where the center or server dispatches the learning task to distributed workers, it utilizes a cross-learning mechanism to find out the poisoned data, where cross-learning mechanism would consequently generate the training loops and provide a mathematical model to find out the optimal number of training loops that has the highest security. And then for semi-DML, we present a improved data poison detection scheme to provide a better learning protection with the aid of the central resource. To efficiently utilize the system resource and optimal resource allocation approaches is developed in semi-DML. And its advantages is there we use a cross-learning mechanism which will be based on mathematical model, and it finds the optimal number of training loops which gives us the highest security. And in semi DML with uh, optimal resource allocation, it decreases the wasted resource up to 20 to 100%. And in system architecture, when we see the basic DML, like in both the scenarios, in basic and semi, we have a center that contains the database, computing server, and a parameter. In this center provides a different functions in these two scenarios. In basic DML scenario, the center has no spare computing resource for the sub dataset training and will send all the sub dataset to the distributed workers. And by parameter server, the center only integrates the training results from the distributed workers. And when in the base semi DML, the center has some spare resource in the computing server for sub dataset learning, and the center will learn from the sub dataset as well as integrate the results from both the server, center, and the distributor workers. And here in the figure 2, we can, as I said, we divide the dataset into sub dataset. It is a relationship between the data sets. And in the figure 3, it is a cross-learning mechanism where we take the training dataset and divide it into sub-dataset, and we assign this each subset to the two workers to perform the training and testing. So, and uh, in the figure 4, we can see a virtual topology. If two workers receive the same sub dataset, we suppose that there is a virtual connection between them. Since the sub datasets are randomly assigned to different workers, may have different virtual connection according to the assigned result. So, in order to abstract this connection between the workers, a virtual topology is introduced. That means there will be a link between two workers if they have a virtual connection will receive the same sub data set. And in figure 5, it is a basic DML scenario where the attacker has compromised the worker. And in basic DML, we can find the poisoned sub data set but cannot distinguish which is poison. And whereas in figure 6, we can see the semi DML scenario where we can find out the poisoned sub data set and distinguish the compromised worker with the help of the center. And modules we used is first NumPy. It is a data handling library. It is a library for Python programming language, uh, which handles the large multidimensional arrays along with a huge collection of mathematical operations. And we use this to structure the structure the random numbers into arrays in our project. And the second is a pandas, which is a Python library that provides flexible and expensive data structures like data frames and series for data manipulation. And it provides the capability to read and write the data from different sources like CSV, Excel, and SQL databases, and many more. And SciPy is a Python scientific Python stack. It provides the modules or algorithms for linear algebra, integration, optimization, clustering, etc. And Matplotlib is essentially a visualization library. It works with a NumPy objects, and it provides a MATLAB like a plotting environment to prepare a high quality figures and charts. And the next one is a uh, Skitlearn. Skitlearn. It is designed as an extension to the SciPy library, and it has become the de facto standard for many machine learning tasks. It is a simple but yet powerful fit to transform and predict the paradigm, to learn from the data and transform the data and finally predict. And the next one is Seaborn. It is a high level visualization library that provides a range of visualizations and capabilities to work with multivariate analysis. And the next algorithm we use is a support vector machine, which is a supervised machine learning model that uses classification algorithm for two group classification problems. Here, SVM we used to learn from a dataset and train the dataset to detect the poison data and classify it to the poison and the non-poison, that is generated by the machine learning library called skitlearn. And the results in this basic DML scenario shows that our proposed scheme can increase the model accuracy by up to 20% for support vector machine. And conclusion, we perform the data poison detection scheme using both basic DML and semi DML. And the result shows that in basic DML, the model we can it increased the model accuracy by up to 20% for support vector machine respectively. And in semi DML scenario, the improved data poison detection scheme with optimal resource allocation can decrease the wasted resource for 20 to 100%, where it proves that the semi-DML is the improved data poison detection scheme. And with this, we can say that it is a better learning aid to detect that poisoned data. Thank you.